Well, we've reached the end of the 2019-2020 school year, and we've had another very successful year with our athletic programs. The year's not ended the way we thought it would, but it has come to a close nonetheless. And I just want to add my voice to the coaches to say thank you to our students, to applaud you for competing with honor and with Christian character. And I especially at this moment want to just say a really, really big thank you to our coaches who have served our students in our school so admirably this year. Romans chapter 13, verse 7 says, "Give honor to whom honor is due." And honor is due to our coaches. They serve selflessly. They give of themselves to their students because they care about their students. They care about their character. They care about competition. They care about doing things the right way. And they devoted themselves to lots of preparation, lots of practices, to be honest, lots of aggravation that comes with coaching, but they see it as all being worth it to make an investment in the lives of our students. So I want to thank our coaches, junior high soccer coaches, Jeremy Terrell and Lance Vermillion, our high school soccer coach, Rick Berkey, our basketball coaches, high school ladies, Brian Tyre, high school men's coach, David Anderson, junior high ladies coach, Lance Vermillion, and then our cross-country and track and field coach, Lori Cunyass, and all the assistant coaches who aided in so many ways with all of these teams. So thank you, men and women, for what you did. Thank you for your labors in our sports program. And may the Lord be glorified by the work that you've put in, both mentally, physically, in developing your teamwork and being part of your teams. And so we'll look forward to another great year next year. Thank you. May the Lord bless you.
Hey guys, Coach Terrell here from Junior High Soccer, and just wanted to send a video out to you junior high soccer players and let you know how proud I am of how our season went last year, even though it seems like an eternity ago. Special thanks to Coach Vermillion for helping. Had a pretty good season again, finished third in the tournament, way to go. Special thanks to all the sixth graders that came out and played with us. They were a huge part of our success, and we want to say thank you for being there. This year we're going to be giving out 3 awards. One is to a player that came out and had never played soccer before, but got on the field and had a tremendous amount of effort and was cooperative and listened and learned, and by the end of the season was sometimes a starter on the field in some games. So our most improved player this year goes to Gracie Lynn Harmon. Congratulations, Gracie. Our second player came on to the team and filled a position that few people like to fill, and did a great job at it. And so we'd like to give a Goalkeeper of the Year award to Jonas Ship. And the next player was definitely a leader on the field, in our opinion. And no matter where he was on the field, he made a difference. He hustled and was a good defender when we put him on the back line, and was able to keep lots of goals from getting to Jonah, who did a great job in the goal. But our most valuable player goes to Bryce Terrell. Thank you, and see y'all next year.
Well, I want to take a minute to recognize our girls junior high basketball team, and I want to say thank you to a number of people, and I want to recognize an offensive and a defensive MVP this year. First of all, thank you to Caden Harmon, who came out and helped me to coach this year. He kept the books, and for those of you who don't know, Caden was in the middle of the season. He had major ear surgery, and messed with his balance and everything. But Caden did not miss a beat. As soon as he could be back, he was with us, even traveling to Athens. Going to Athens is never fun anyway, and Caden did it without good balance and feeling kind of sick along the way. So I appreciate, Caden, your time and your commitment to the team and to the girls. Thank you for all those new players who came out. The sixth graders, you girls came out and worked hard. It can be intimidating as a sixth grader stepping out onto the basketball court with eighth grade girls, and we even scrimmaged against the high school team. And to go out there and to play hard can be a bit intimidating, and you girls did such a great job and grew so much this year. So thank you for that. I also want to thank Lee Hill for coming out toward the end of the season and helping us with some basketball fundamentals. That was really helpful to us in the at that point in the year. And also I'd like to thank the eighth graders for their leadership this year. Sydney and Caitlin and Haley Page when she was with us, and I'd also like to thank Mary Kate for coming out sort of late in your junior high career to come out for basketball. You really added a good defensive element to the team and introduced a new move of going beneath someone's legs to steal the ball from them. It was a great idea. I'd also like to thank, finally, Clara for letting her dad coach her. I enjoyed that time. All right, I'd like to recognize an offensive and a defensive MVP now. The offensive MVP is a girl who really was a leader on the team, who when the going got tough or time was running out, everyone looked to her to do something next, coaches included. So she scored more than 60% of all of our points in the season, and the clear offensive MVP for us was Ella Furness. So great job, Ella. Thank you for your hard work this year. And second, I would like to recognize a defensive MVP. This player came along a lot this year. Last year, she was way more hesitant. This year, not only did she grow a lot and her arms were a lot longer, but she was quick and she was locked on defensively, and we utilized her quite a bit for guarding particular players and just trying to shut things down defensively. So our defensive MVP, who could also go as most improved of the year, goes to Rachel Cunyass. Rachel, great job. Thank you for coming out and playing, and I hope for all of you that you will show up next year and play again. I look forward to seeing you then.
This year's cross country was bigger than ever. We had 4 high school girls who ran cross country. We had Abigail Powers, Abigail Alexander, Emma DeCurligan, Sydney Cunyass, and we had 2 middle school runners. We had Jericho Manis and Caleb Bowie. And I just want to congratulate all of our runners because they all cut substantial amounts of time off of their runs from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. I was very pleased with Emma DeCurligan. She came in really well in the top placings in some of our runs. I was very pleased with how well she worked on other days, getting her times down and running extra. We had an app called Strava that we were able to track some of our runs that we did on our own. And I was very happy to see some of you out there running on days when we didn't have practice, doing your own running. That was really encouraging to see. Abigail Powers really got out there and put forth a lot of determination in her runs and stuck with it. And our last cross-country meet, I was just real impressed with her run and her finish. Super strong finish. Abigail Alexander, you just really came a long way this year with cross-country. I was proud of you for putting forth the effort. Sydney Cunyass, a very powerful runner, and once again did very well in several of our meets, medaling and turning in some really good times. Our middle school boys shaved off a lot of time this year throughout practices and did really well running in the meets. And everybody did very well coming as often as they were able to our runs and our practices. And I just really appreciate y'all's hard work this year and look forward to cross-country season next year. Well done.
Well, here I am in the Evergreen Bat Cave, giving you guys a message. And so our season started many months ago when temperatures were high and homework hadn't even started. I came out to the field and practiced skills most of you have practiced hundreds of times, but you did it with willing attitudes and eagerness to improve, and your pliable spirit paid off. Seniors, in the past 4 years, you experienced 4 losses and innumerable wins. All of you worked together as a team most of the time to bring amazing success to our tiny schools program. I could spend the next quarter hour reminding you of all the successes Regents Academy soccer team has achieved. But the bottom line to the seniors particularly is, where are you going into the real world? No one will care about your high school team's record, I can promise you that. So my hope is that you've learned more than just what it feels like to win a state championship title. I hope you learned how to work together to support players on the team that aren't nearly as strong as you are. I hope you remember to hustle onto the field of life and hustle off the field of life. I hope you remember that you probably aren't going to change the referee's mind, so just make the most out of the call. I hope you remember the way I treated you most of the time, and treat others that same way. As you continue your journey outside of Regents. It was an honor to coach all the players. You guys taught me about myself, and you taught me about how to lead. I'll cherish my memories and my time coaching Regents Academy. We had a number of players who had all district successes, and even we had some that were successful at the state level. And so I'm going to read off our all district players. First team all district on offense were James Vermillion and Ethan Fairley, and Leah Vermillion gained honorable mention. In the midfield, Owen Fairley got first team, and Clayton Terrell got first team, with Seth Landrum getting second team, and Elijah Alexander receiving the honorable mention. On defense, Knox Fairley got MVP of the district for the 4th time in a row, and also made first team all district. Connor Young, first team all district. Zane Anderson, second team, and Kelso McIntyre, honorable mention. And Will Furness, as keeper, made the second team. On our all-state level, James Vermillion got second team, and Ethan Fairley got honorable mention. Owen Fairley earned first team honors, and Knox Fairley earned first team honors. So very proud of you guys, and I hope you have a good rest of the year. Thanks.
Hey guys, Coach here. Wanted to congratulate you on a tremendous year with Regents boys basketball. We set out the season, as you may recall, to win 2 playoff games, which would have put us in the Elite 8 tournament. We did that. With 7 kids making the all-district team. These are all achievements that had never occurred at Regents Academy before this year, so congratulations. I want to thank your folks, right? We have a great set of parents who made my job very, very easy, and remind you guys that against all odds, right? We don't have a gym. We don't have a lot of time to practice. And let's face it, you guys are soccer players. So I say that lovingly, of course. So well done, one and all. I want to point out the all-district team. We had Will, Ethan, Owen, and Clayton on the first team. We had James, Zane, and Knox on second team. The awards that were voted on by the players and the coaches for this year have Ethan Fairley as most valuable player, Owen Fairley as most improved. Well done, Owen. And Clayton Terrell wins the Sportsman of the Year award for Regents boys basketball. Going forward, I wish the remaining players all the best. I'll make the games and be rooting for you as best I can with Coach Terrell, Ship, and McIntyre. Thank you all three coaches for the tremendous amount of investment and time and effort you've put into Regents boys basketball. Emma, thank you for your work as the athletic director. That is a job that is easier to observe from the outside than inside, speaking from experience. So I appreciate everything you've done for us. With that, I'm going to wrap it up and let you guys know that my final point here is to the seniors. You guys should be very proud of the accomplishments this season, your last season at Regents Academy. And hold your heads high, and love you all, and we wish you the best in your next steps as you move away from high school. All right, ciao.
Hey Lady Eagles, Coach Ty here. Just want to put together a brief video to just show you honor for an historic season this year. Thank you for allowing me to coach you, to be part of this. For some of you I've coached for a long time. It's just been amazing to watch your growth and maturity over the years. I want to give a shout out to the coaches, Coach Powers, Coach Modar. Thank you so much for showing me a lot of grace this year. There's a lot of scenarios where I felt like I was out coached, we were outmanned, and a lot of things I would have done a little bit differently. But I so appreciate you being in my ear, you being by my side on the bench at practices. Thank you so much for more than anything. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you also for a few ladies for coming out and helping our girls get ready for the physical games that we were going to face in the season. Miss Crystal, Miss Emma, Miss Kara, thank you so much for helping prepare our girls, especially for LCS. We also want to give a quick shout out to our lone senior, Abby Abs Powers. Thank you, girl, so much for your hard work, your gift of encouragement, everything that you brought to the team. You know that the girls lovingly call you our team mom, and that's going to be greatly missed. But more than being that, we just thank you for being part of this team. We thank you for being one of the leaders. We thank you in so many ways. It's been a joy to watch you grow over the years, and watching you develop this year has been just fun to watch. Thank you so much. Instead of giving out individual trophies and awards this year, we thought it would be more appropriate because you made history. You did something no other Lady Eagles basketball team in the history of the school has ever done. You won a playoff game. So with that in mind, every one of you is going to receive a medal that's going to have the inscription on the back that says, first playoff win in Regents history, February 14th, 2020. You guys made history this year. You fought against a team and came out victorious, a team that had beaten you twice during the season, soundly I might add, and you came back. You said, okay, it doesn't matter what's happened in the past, you're going to learn from it, you're going to grow from it, and that's exactly what you did. And so all of you are going to receive a medal that you can wear the first day of school. You can take it, Abby, you can take it to your dorm in college, whatever you want to do with it. It's our gift to you to remember what you accomplished for the school this year. There are a couple of awards I want to give out from the district and also from the state. The all-district teams, so we had 2 teams this year. The first team was Trinity Tire, and the second team had a couple players make that, Leah Vermillion and Anna Claire Powers. Congratulations to you ladies. And then we also had someone get an award that, at least in my years of coaching, we haven't had a player receive this from the girls' side. This is an award that all of the the state coaches that won their own district or won their own region come together in the season, and they work through stats, they work through accomplishments of those players throughout the state, and they determine the all-state team, first team, second team, and honorable mention. Where our own Trinity Tire was honored to make the second team all-state this year. Trinity, we're so proud of you. It's such an honor. I'm proud of you not just as a coach, but as a dad. Thank you so much for the hard work that you put in this year. Thank you, ladies, which is, again, it's such an honor to coach you, to be part of your life. Thank you, parents, for allowing me to just play this small role in their life. It's a joy to be part of this, and especially this team. God bless you.
Hey everyone, I have a few more recognitions to make and then we're going to wrap this up. So first of all, Academic All-State Honors. So Academic All-State is a recognition given by TAPS to high school juniors or seniors who received first or second team all-district honors and have a GPA of 90 or higher. So for basketball, high school basketball, Leah Vermillion, Ethan Fairley, Knox Fairley, and James Vermillion all received Academic All-State Honors. And for soccer, James Vermillion, Connor Young, Ethan Fairley, and Knox Fairley all received Academic All-State Honors. So congratulations to you students for your hard work in your sports and in school. And then next, I want to recognize Skeeter Gilbreth, who has been our Reggie for the past 2 years. When I was a senior in high school, all those years ago, one of my classmates, Sarah Grace Alders, convinced Mr. Bryant to buy a Eagle mascot costume. And we didn't really know what it was going to turn into, but we knew it would be fun to have it. So Skeeter came in last year, and even in a bigger way this year, and made the absolute best of the mascot costume. He made it so much more than we ever imagined that it would be. So he added tons of spirit, lots of noise, and much needed energy to the fan section. And Skeeter, I think it's safe to say that no one will ever be able to really completely fill your place as Reggie. So thank you for all that you've done in adding in your own special way to Regents Athletics. And then this year we are saying goodbye to one of the biggest groups of athletes that Regents has seen. So to the graduating class, you have added so much to the athletics program at our school over the years with your talents, leadership, and energy. Your impact on Regents Athletics has been significant, and we will miss y'all next year, for sure. And I'd like to say thank you to all of the student athletes, for each and every one of you. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication to your sports. Having a sports program that has been successful over the years is a really important addition to our school, and you students have done that, so thank you. Also, a really big thank you to our coaches again who volunteer their time and their energy and invest themselves in our student athletes. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Y'all are awesome. And also thank you to parents who also play a really big part in this. Thank you to your dedication and your contributions that you make in your children and to our athletics programs. We are thankful for you as well. So all that being said, I have enjoyed my first year as AD Terrell, and I'm hopeful for great things next year, and hopefully we'll all get to go back to normal soon. See y'all next year.